We live, big dog. Are we live? I don't know. Y'all tell me. Put your lips on live. Put your lips on live. We live up in this thing. Now, if y'all see some breadcrumbs in my bread, just ignore them. Just ignore them. But anyway, we are hey, we gotta hit a goal, man. I'm gonna tell y'all what. We gotta hit a goal. And in order for us to reach that goal, I'm gonna need y'all to put y'all best foot forward and support the channel. You know what I'm saying? I ain't asking for monetary. Oh, speaking of supporting the channel, I want to give a shout out. I want to give a special shout out because, you know, they doing a damn thing. I want to shout out Chander and Jess for hitting the Cashapp, man. I want to shout y'all out, Chander and Jess. I'm gonna shout y'all out a couple times to make sure y'all watch the videos and y'all heard that I'm shouting y'all out, because I appreciate the support, the Cashapp support, man. Hey, I ain't begging, but I ain't too proud to beg, okay? I ain't too proud to beg y'all in the morning, in the noon, in the middle of the night. I ain't too proud to beg y'all. All right? Well, let's get into it, man. We got a lot of good shit for y'all tonight. Oh, excuse my language. We got a lot of good stuff for y'all tonight. We about to talk about the Chinese Canadian billionaire that Donald Trump pardoned. We're going to talk about SNAP benefits. Where my money? Okay. We're gonna also talk about ICE agents. So we're gonna talk about ICE agents, SNAP benefits, and the Chinese billionaire. And I'm finna make it quick because, you know, unlike some of y'all who watch me, I got a day job. Since y'all Democrats don't got no jobs, y'all out here at No Kings protest with no job looking at it. I'm just playing. But anyway, let's get into it, man. I told y'all what we about to do. So let's do it. Ain't no more waiting.
You want to know why I'm not having an aneurysm over people losing their food stamps on November 1st? Here's why.
Come grocery shop with us. Make it go by faster. One of you. This what I pick, and this what he picked.
I tell you what, how about this instead? If you're on food stamps, you get a pre-selected box of meat, bread, rice, food staples, and fruits and vegetables. No more handing you a debit card filled with other people's cash for you to go load up on Oreos. The goal here is to keep you from starving, because taxpayers do not need to bankroll your junk food pantry or your health problems. You want to know?
Ooh, she had a lot to say, right? She had a lot to say.
Illegal aliens. I don't know if that's
Well, that's the legal term. Well, I'm not going
listen,
with the political.
the legal term for my people were slaves. You want me to use that term too?
Slavery is still a legal term. It just doesn't apply to black people working in the fields anymore. You want poor exploited migrants to do that. This is what happens when you see absolutely everything through the lens of racism. It makes you a blithering idiot. An alien is simply the legal term for a person that's not a citizen or a resident who's in the United States. A person from France visiting New York City for 2 weeks is an alien. An illegal alien is a non-citizen or resident who's here without proper documentation. There is nothing at all racist about these terms, and the fact that I'm having to sit here explaining this to the mayor of Chicago tells you everything you need to know about.
There are people that genuinely think that people who use EBT don't deserve soda, candy, or desserts. You're gonna tell me that my daughter doesn't deserve a popsicle?
You're gonna tell me I don't deserve to get brownies, and all I'm hearing is be grateful, be grateful. It's free food. Get off of your throne of entitlement.
See, this is why taxpayers are fed up. It's not about people who genuinely need supplemental nutrition assistance. It's about people like this spouting off about what they deserve while working families are clipping coupons and telling their kid to put the Doritos back because they weren't on sale that day. And I get so many messages saying, well, what about people who don't abuse the system? Look, I get if John, who has no family, falls off a ladder and loses his job and needs help buying groceries. But that is not 43 million people. This is not about the truly indigent. This is about poor life choices and laziness. The USDA estimates there is about $12 billion in food stamp fraud alone every year. Studies have found that food stamp recipients spend about 20% of their EBT money on junk food that then fuels an obesity and health crisis in this country. So this is not one or two yahoos on TikTok. This isn't a couple of bad eggs. This is a rampant documented problem, and it makes it even harder to care for those who truly do need it. And if that's you, you should be more ticked off about this than anybody.
Yeah, so the other day I had used a big black woman on a thumbnail, and I titled it "Welfare Queen versus Trump." Yeah, I had some I had some Black Panthers in my damn. Why you gotta use a black woman? I mean, you don't see the nuance of it. But it should speak for itself. So just so y'all know that black people ain't the only people, but I was using it as a reference, like what we doing. See, that's why I don't think some of y'all get my sense of humor, even though it was funny, but it wasn't funny, but it was like true, but it wasn't like funny, but it was funny. Fuck it, just roll with it. I mean, y'all let so much shit slide. I don't understand where the cancel culture comes. Why y'all canceling black people for black people shit? That's what I don't understand. Y'all be mad at black people for making. I thought we was supposed to be laughing at the same thing, but obviously we not, because y'all butthurt. But don't be butthurt by the message. If you watch the message and you understand the message, then you wouldn't be mad about what I actually said in the video. You more mad at the thumbnail than you is at the video. That's what I don't get. That, like, this is why I be like, sometimes y'all see and y'all react, but y'all don't listen to understand. So regardless if whatever the case may be, you know, y'all got mad at the welfare queen, but didn't even pay attention to the message. I don't even like people like that. But I put it there for you. It was like, why you using the welfare queen for views? Using this clickbait. You goddamn right. You're absolutely fucking right. But the fact that you were supposed to click and listen instead of click and be mad, that was the point. But y'all gotta think. I think I'm going over some of y'all's heads right now. But let's get back to this SNAP benefit shit before, because I think I'm losing some of y'all because y'all not paying attention.
You want to know why I'm not having...
Have you heard the latest about the toast eating food stamp lady? Apparently, she's lost her job. Corporate did not agree with her looking down her nose on people who receive food stamps benefits. So, let me ask you this. To the food stamp lady.
Let me see if I can find the food stamp lady, because I know that first lady wasn't the food stamp lady. Or maybe it was. This is the food stamp lady. Where's our food stamp eating ass? She says, hey, just wanted to let everyone know I'll be posting a new video soon. I work, so I'll do it when I'm free. You're free now because you lost a job. In the meantime, if you just let everyone know that online bullying and harassment are punishable by law. I hope everyone who is profiting off of people trash talking me enjoyed those funds and used them wisely. She deleted all them videos.
So I don't know if you guys saw or not.
Yeah, she deleted all those videos. So I guess we'll watch other people talk about it. I guess that's why I didn't show her.
Have you heard the latest about the toast eating food stamp lady? Apparently, she's lost her job. Corporate did not agree with her looking down her nose on people who receive food stamps benefits. So, let me ask you this to the food stamp lady. What did you do with this month's check? Considering you won't be getting a check for November. Did you splurge on everyday needs like food, your clothing, your shelter, water, electricity? Or did you save up a little pocket full of sunshine for November? Better yet, what did you do with the other half of that burnt processed toast, peanut butter, and butter that you had? Did you save some for your meal next month? Better yet, let me ask you this. Did you save it for Thanksgiving? Because it looks like you're going to be the one visiting the food pantry, you know, getting the turkey and all the trimmings. And you can thank the Republicans for that. The word of today is humility. Always remain humble. Because if you don't, God will humble you with a quickness. That's it. That's all. But I do agree. Toast with peanut butter when done right is delicious. Have a good day.
Look, you guys, look who sent me a private message. Burnt Toast EBT lady herself. LMFAO. You really trying to roast me? It's not working. I'm sitting over here smiling. I'm good, girl. Don't worry about my finances. Girl, I ain't worried about your finances. I'm not. I truly am not. You go work those 2-3 jobs you gotta work anyways just to keep your head above water. Look, you guys.
This message is for all the people that are complaining that they're not getting their food stamps for November. What did you do with October's food stamp money? What'd you do? Did you stock up on pantry items and try to shop smartly? Or did you just go buy a bunch of processed garbage? By the way, you can thank the Democrats for the government being shut down and your benefits not coming through for November. Looks like you're going to be going to the food pantry for your Thanksgiving meal. I know a lot of food pantries hand out turkeys for Thanksgiving. All the sides and trimmings too. Lots of food pantries. You better figure it out. I'm sick of hearing you complain, honestly. You ever have this as a meal? I'm eating peanut butter and butter on toast. It's absolutely delicious. You should try it. And not for nothing, I saw this woman that said she was getting $1,100 a month in food stamps. Do you know how long I could make $1,100 in food stamps last in this house? There's 2 of us, but I do have my son over every once in a while, or my daughters over once in a while to eat. I feed them too, and we always got food in our house, no matter what. I would take a 3rd job. I have 2 jobs. I would take a 3rd job if I had to, just to make sure my kids ate. What are you doing for your kids besides coming on the internet and bitching that you don't have any money in your food stamps account?
Ooh. You can't hear it. Homer, you can't hear it? You need to hear this again? Homer, you need to reset your phone.
This message is for all the people
Since she deleted it.
that they're not getting their food stamps for November.
You feed 5 people off $300 a month. I need your damn food benefit restaurant.
Did you stock up on pantry items and try to shop smartly? Or did you just go buy a bunch of processed garbage? By the way, you can thank the Democrats for the government being shut down and your benefits not coming through for November. Looks like you're going to be going to the food pantry for your Thanksgiving meal. I know a lot of food pantries hand out turkeys for Thanksgiving. All the sides and trimmings too. Lots of food pantries. You better figure it out. I'm sick of hearing you complain, honestly.
All right, y'all say she make a point. I mean, absolutely, she does make a point. Like, hey, you can stretch your food stamps out. You don't have to buy junk food. You can learn to cook. You could, make meals that stretch throughout the week. I get that. Ain't nothing wrong with eating leftovers. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with it. Eat some leftovers. Make a big spaghetti. You know what I'm saying? Make a big pot of chili. You know what I'm saying? It's getting cold outside. Man, we eat chili for days. Hey, you about to stretch the hell out of that turkey. Y'all about to stretch the hell out of that turkey. So let's not act like we ain't... anyway. We from the hood, so, my mom made it do what it do. And then, I ain't gonna lie, we didn't get food stamps. And I ain't saying that we better than nobody. We was broke in the mud. My daddy had hella child support. We had 8 people in the house to feed. Shit, what you mean? we was poor, but we made, man. You know what my mama could do with a hot dog, and not like that, like y'all, your dirty mind suckers. Oh, we made it happen. Y'all ever ate cheese and crackers? I ate not for dinner, but I'm saying, for a snack. We done had chips. My mama used to give us. My mom, she'll buy like a 10-pack of Reese's Pieces. She'll buy a 10-pack of Reese's Pieces and those quarter waters that look like a little, what's it? It looked like a one of those wooden jug looking things that be having the alcohol in them, but it was a little cup that you had the foil tops. They was like, you could get like a whole case of them. It had like 36 of them in there for like $2. You get a whole case of them for $2. Yeah, we had those. You get one Reese and one little water or Kool-Aid looking thing. You get one until she got home from work and cooked. So we've been poor. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't get food stamps, but we've been poor. So I get what she's saying. I wish we had food stamps to stretch out. But that doesn't mean you come online and shit on other folks. You be thankful for what God gave you, and you be like, you know what? Shit, gotta do it. I could go in my refrigerator and grab me a cold Arizona iced tea and drink it, and I sip it slow. I'll be sipping on that Arizona iced tea all goddamn night. But God blessed me with that, so I'm not finna shit on nobody who ain't got it. Or whatever they decide to put in their fridge, they feed their children. Yes, obesity is up. But you know what? It's more to blame than just damn food stamps. It's more to blame than just food stamps. Maybe the processed food that we even have, the food that's even legal in America is crazy. So if you want to talk about obesity, why people who poor, they can't enjoy the good chicken. They gotta get the processed chicken that a chicken thigh this goddamn big, but it's so cheap that it's like, damn, with that big ass chicken thigh, man, I could feed half the family. Let's talk about that. Like, what's in that thing? It's all type of steroids, and that's why your kids be having boobs at the age of 3. Like, goddamn, why my 3-year-old over here stacked like a mug? Like, this is crazy. I got to buy my 3-year-old a fucking bra because we eating this processed ass chicken, this steroid chicken. Like, I don't want to be doing all that. Come on, man. It's a bigger issue than what people buying with Snap. Hell, they getting so big, you got to feed them now. At this point, you got to feed them the calories so their body can sustain everything, because everything is so processed and filled with steroids and pesticides and stuff like this. Hell,
Kids are gonna get taken away, and you want to keep voting for the people that are going to take these people's kids away. Are you fucking kidding me? You think this is okay?
Watching everyone melt down this morning because Donald Trump won the election is some of the most epic shit I've ever seen.
Kids are gonna get taken away, and you want to keep voting.
She was out here pandering. She was out here pandering to you. She still is, and then lost her job over it.
I've been on food stamps before because I had to. I was in a place where I needed them. I didn't live off of them though. I used them for as long as, I needed them for, and until I found a job and started building up my life. Food stamps were made as a temporary thing for people to help you get back on your feet, so that way you could eat in the meantime while you're trying to get up, back on your feet.
Adults aged 18 through 64 who do not have children under the age of 14 and do not have disabilities are limited to 3 months of SNAP benefits every 3 years if they are not working or in a work training program minimum 20 hours a week. It's almost like you took advantage of the system and now you're mad that other people get those benefits. And I don't say take advantage in a manipulative way. You used the benefit available to you because you qualified at that time. Are you that dense?
You cannot go and buy whole food ingredients because you think they're too expensive. I think you're full of crap. I just went to Sam's Club recently and spent less than $400 and filled up my freezer and my refrigerator with whole food ingredients.
Do you even hear yourself? You just went to Sam's Club. For one grocery trip, you spent $400. Refer to my last video where you'll see the average New Jersey resident where this toad lives receives $194 a month per person, $6 a day. And she just can't find it in her little brain up here, rubbing her last 2 brain cells together to understand how someone who's bringing in, what did it come out to? About $1,600 a month after taxes to live on, bills everything. You can't understand why they don't just go to Sam's Club and fill up their cart for $400 with Whole Foods instead of buying processed canned goods that last, stable shelf life, high in sodium, keeps you full. I
ain't gonna lie, Sam's Club ain't that nutritious. If you go to Sam's Club and you go down that freezer aisle, it's nothing but processed food in bulk. Processed food in bulk. You don't believe me? Walk through Sam's Club. I wouldn't advise. Dude, how many goddamn kids she got to be walking through Sam's Club buying Sam's Club food? Do you know what you... Sam's Club you can't just go get a jar of picante sauce. You got to get 2 big ass jars of picante sauce. What? You go to Sam's Club for stuff in bulk and you buy processed food in bulk. Now you can go get vegetables and all that stuff in bulk. Yes, in bulk, but golly, you can't. Why are you buying vegetables in bulk? That shit don't last. Does that shit last? I don't think it do. I would never buy vegetables in bulk because how many onions can you use? Do you need a bag of onions? Do you need a big super bag of onions? I don't get it. I think she's full of shit. I think she's full of shit because there's no way you're going to Sam's Club buying a bunch of vegetables and because it's a bunch of processed food. Jimmy Dean, all your pizza pockets, all those pizzas, the frozen chicken, the frozen thighs, it be boneless, the chicken strips, all that shit is processed food. So help me understand why she buying. Now, if she go to Aldi's, if she said Aldi's, now if y'all got an Aldi's is a great place. What's that other store? They got a wine. It's a Trader Joe's. No, Trader Joe's is a grocery store. It's a great place to go get and you can use your SNAP benefits there. It's Trader Joe's and it's relatively cheap. Trader Joe's and Aldi's. But Sam's, I don't know. I think that's a stretch. She lying. Somebody lying.
I shared this with the mayor. Over the course of the next couple of weeks, the Oversight Committee will be launching on their website a master ICE tracker where we're going to be essentially tracking every single instance that we can verify that the community will be able to send us information on.
Obstruction. Let's think about this. Democrats don't want ICE operating in their cities. You could make a very sound argument that Democrats are actually wanting ICE agents to be harmed, because we know that attacks on ICE agents are up like 8 to 10-fold. And now Democrats want to introduce a master ICE tracker, which quite literally would allow people to track ICE, their movements, based off what people are reporting. And then one could very easily use that to go find ICE and attack them. And what's crazy is all ICE is doing is just enforcing our immigration laws. So Democrats are wanting to create an ICE tracker to make it harder for our federal government to enforce our own immigration laws. I genuinely think they should be looking at obstruction charges. I'm not a legal expert, don't know exactly how it works. I'll probably look into it a little bit later. But I mean, if they go through with this, there should definitely be pushback and likely consequences. Because again, think about that. We just had an ICE facility shot up a little while ago in Dallas. And now Democrats are trying to create a tracker so people can know where ICE agents are and where they're operating and quite literally make them targets. Yeah, that's a problem. These are the same people that will look you dead in the eye and tell you they're about the rule of law. Anyway, just a reminder, I have a free email newsletter where I give you morning updates. It's a great place.
All right, that's a good, some good food for thought. I don't know. I think the tracker on ICE is, it may be a little bit overboard. But anyway, forget all that. Let's go into the comments. If Diddy didn't get caught, this chain of events wouldn't have happened. Great comment, misleading. Someone said, yeah, you can freeze onions. You can freeze eggs too. I've never frozen an egg. That is a new one. Actually, there is someone that my mom works with that gives us eggs, fresh eggs. And guess what? You don't even have to put them in the refrigerator. Imagine that. I was about to put the eggs in the fridge. She was like, what are you doing? Stop that. Those are fresh eggs. I said, well, I'll be. Okay. Aldi's is on point. Health and food prices. Paper goods, trash bags, all the non-essential plastic cup stuff like that at Sam's. Yeah. Thank you for subscribing. It's a tracker to give people a heads up so they can stay away from ICE. Absolutely. That's pretty much, yeah. So, and the question of getting people's ICE agents having trackers on them, you don't have to track ICE. That's absolutely insane, because that'd be like, that's like a police scanner. If you get caught with a police scanner in Oklahoma, I think it's a fine, and they take your scanner, and you might have a court date with that. So it's the same difference. Like, you should. That's tracking law enforcement agents in their moves. But no one says that you can't create a website and if there's an ICE attack, you be like, ICE attacking over here, and you just put out an APB on Facebook, and then boop boop, it goes to everybody, and they be like, oh, ICE in the building, and they just scatter like roaches when the lights come on. I don't know. It sounds stupid, but I couldn't believe Democrats would actually come up with that. Whoever came up with that is a fucking idiot. But that's neither here nor there. That really, it's just causing more ruckus and confusion. I don't think that's something that we should be actually fighting for. If I'm a Democrat that's running for office, I wouldn't be pandering to bullshit like putting the tracker on ICE, because listen, they're gonna do what they're gonna do. They got the authority from President Trump, and they're out there. It just is what it is. Now all we have to do is try to figure out how we can get our hard-working, family-orientated immigrants that aren't legal into the legal process. That's where we should start at, before we start tracking ICE agents. I think that's kind of idiotic, but whatever. I mean, I'm not a criminal anymore. I'm a productive citizen of the United States of America, and I would like to see others thrive. So I say, let's not track them, and let's just, do what's right. Whatever. It is what it is.
Every single ICE agent who's engaged in this aggressive overreach, no matter what it takes, no matter how long it takes, will of course be identified. This is not the 1930s.
Secret police who are masked, who are intimidating, who are scaring people. These Gestapo-like tactics.
This is Gestapo-like behavior.
Donald Trump's modern-day Gestapo is scooping folks up off the streets.
When you compare the old films of the Gestapo grabbing people off the streets of Poland, it does look like a Gestapo operation.
You posted on social media that, quote, ICE is acting like a terrorist force.
ICE agents, they are coming and kidnapping and disappearing people on the streets of the United States.
But this terror campaign of having masked people rolling up in vans, but we also have to talk about the agents themselves that are carrying this out. If you have any decency, quit now. Because just doing what you were told has been the justification for some of the worst horrors and crimes against humanity.
Masked agents of the state in unmarked vehicles are terrorizing communities. They are disappearing people.
One has to assume they're hiding something or they're hiding misbehavior, because otherwise why would they be wearing masks and denying their identities?
If everything is legitimate and proper, why are you wearing masks to hide your face?
Not look like America. We are going to require them to show their faces. If you're not doing anything wrong, you shouldn't have anything.
Every single.
What y'all think? Should they be wearing masks? You know, honestly, you know why they wear masks? Social media. That's why they wear masks. Because their faces will be plastered on the internet forever. It was a guy it was an ICE agent getting into it with an old woman who was a protester. And he was in her face laughing and doing all this nonsense. And he was doing it behind a mask. And you know what? Nobody could identify him. Was his conduct acceptable? Absolutely not. But you know, in this internet world, in the internet world, he would have been exposed. You know how quickly people get exposed on this internet? You know, all the time. Like, so, you know, that's why they do it. They don't want to go viral. They don't want their families destroyed. They don't want their regular livelihoods, because after they take off that mask and that suit, they gotta take their black asses home. And I keep saying black asses because someone said, black, I'm not black. I just got a habit of saying, take y'all's asses home. Okay, take y'all's asses home. When they gotta take their ass home, they want to go home with their family and not be bothered like they bothering other people, okay? They want to go unbothered after they leave, so that's why they wear masks. Is it understandable? Yes. Is it right? Probably not. It don't seem right, but that's what they doing. And guess what? Until somebody make it a law that all law enforcement and agents of the federal government who are working on American streets have to go maskless, then they're going to continue to wear masks because in fear of they trying to protect their family. Honestly, I could think of it in the opposite way. It don't be right, but it be making sense. Make it make sense. All I'm saying is make it make sense, and then you'll kind of see what I'm talking about.
Left-wing group in the Windy City is doing this, teaching people on social media how to attack ICE agents. The group's public Facebook page, called Chicago Listener, is posting content encouraging violence against immigration authorities, sharing various ways to target ICE vehicles.
And it all comes as assaults on ICE employees have increased by 1,000%. This is as happening while the Attorney General Pam Bondi is getting Facebook to take down the pages that are working to dox ICE agents. We turn to correspondent Christina Thompson. She's live with some more details about what the group is planning. Christina, good morning. Good morning. You know, it's just another case of social media being used for bad.
Group.
In fact, the FBI and the DOJ, they're blaming in part social media for the increase in 1,000% on attacks on ICE agents. Now, the latest Facebook page to be removed was allegedly posting content like the one on your screen, encouraging violence against immigration authorities and sharing various ways to target ICE vehicles and agents. Now, in an October 3rd post, which you're looking at, it received over 600 reactions. Chicago listener, that page, uploading a picture demonstrating how to make homemade spikes using cut-up garden hose and nails. Now, one of the group's 20,000 Facebook followers agreed that it's, quote, a cheap, good idea, and that another alternative method for fashioning spike strips would be to bend two nails at a 90-degree angle.
All right, I want y'all to see this, though. People really put their morals aside for a $40,000 sign-up bonus. All of the new ICE agents are going to hell. I told y'all, what was that, a month ago? I was like, I seen the commercial where they were trying to give ICE agents a $50,000 sign-up bonus. They wasn't lying. They was not lying. Okay, maybe they was.
I'm really a fan of all the work that you've done.
Oh, thank you.
I was wondering if I could grab your autograph.
Oh, you're so kind. Yeah.
Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Do you mind signing this?
No,
this is one
no.
of your tweets. It said, Obama did it, Hillary did it, Schiff did it, Comey did it, Holder did it. And then it says death to traitors on there. And I thought that was a great tweet. Do you mind signing it for me?
Sorry, yeah, I do mind signing for you.
Oh, would you mind
But
just...
nice to meet you.
Well, why won't you sign it? This is your tweet, right? Will you sign this other one where you said...
Exactly.
Will you sign this other one about killing Obama on pay-per-view?
The event's over.
Event's over here. Will you sign the tweet where you said a firing squad for Obama, a pay-per-view death? Michelle, will you sign it? All right. Well, she tweeted it, that she wanted Obama to be killed by a firing squad on pay-per-view, but she wouldn't sign the tweet. So,
the flat and put them together with some spot wheels. Now, oil for the windshields is what another user proposed. Another saying tar would be harder to remove. Several other accounts suggested throwing oil-filled water balloons or glass ornaments containing paint at the ICE vehicles. Now, the Facebook page also told their followers about spray tanks that are sold.
Bruh, I don't know what the fuck I be doing. I be tripping. Anyway. People really put their morals and values aside. I think I said that shit. I don't know. The money that funds red states come from blue states. 77 million Trump supporters. That leaves 270 million who aren't with his agenda. Sounds like the right is the minority. Man, hey, you know what? This is what I be talking about, man. This is Chicago listener, the YouTube page. The Chicago listener YouTube Facebook page that is putting out all this stuff that people are talking about. Now I'm saying I wouldn't do this. Okay? I wouldn't go out. I wouldn't be, if you want to post on this page, go for it. But don't go start no violence and shit because of the shit that we putting out on social media. If you put shit out on social media that's promoting violence and shit like that, I suggest you stop. Don't do it, okay? Basically what they saying is this page is promoting violence. What this lady did, she put these tweets out there, but now she's, backtracking the shit that she put out there. Don't put that shit on. Don't put that shit online. Like, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? As an American, you should never wish death on anybody. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy and it's absurd, and just don't do it. It's fucking dumb, honestly. It's dumb. But And then when somebody brings it to your face, own it. You know what I'm saying? The best thing you can do, Trump is the best. Oh no, he's not the best. Trump owns his stupidity is what I'm saying. Okay? And he can get away with it. You can't. You can't get away with the stupid shit that you put online. And this is what people are starting to realize. With the food stamp lady eating the bread, you can't get away with that stupidity. So stop doing it. Like, I wouldn't recommend nobody doing it, whether you're a Republican or Democrat. I get on here, I make a lot of jokes about bullshit or whatever, but I can own everything that I say and do on here. But I'm never going to wish death, wish somebody to starve. I'm not going to wish nothing bad on no kids. You know, if something bad happened to you because you're doing dumb shit, then that's kind of like, you know, what is it, Newton's law or Charles Darwin, one of their laws, okay? One of their laws. But Darwinism, you know, play stupid games, fuck around, find out type shit. You know what I mean? So just don't do it, because it ain't gonna end well for you.
By graffiti supply stores, saying that spray painting in ICE officers' windows would make it impossible for them to leave a situation that could get volatile and very violent against ICE agents. At one point, members in the group were even praising a video like the one you're watching, where a protester smashed in the rear window of an ICE vehicle. One user writing, "Love to see it."
Yeah, don't go do this shit. Don't go do this shit. You know, this is idiotic.
About this, and the people are tired, no more letting things fly. Now, the group also shared videos on how to neutralize tear gas canisters quickly during riots. Pam Bondi saying the wave of violence against ICE has been driven by online apps and social media, and it's putting ICE officers at risk. The DOJ will continue engaging tech companies to get rid of these platforms where radicals can incite violence against federal agents. Now, Facebook did remove this page and others like it once it was brought to their...
No, they didn't. They didn't remove the page. The page is still up. I just showed y'all the page. This person is obviously lying to y'all, or maybe Facebook removed it, but they put it back up based on the freedom of speech. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying inciting violence. That's not what you should put online. I'm telling y'all, it's dumb. Don't. And then if you see somebody inciting violence online, don't engage with it, because those people will come to your page, track you down, try to be your friend, all this stuff, just off of some shit you commented on online, and will get you fired. Remember what happened when Charlie Kirk died, and people that just commented random shit on random posts and they was coming to find their jobs. Yeah, don't do that. Don't lose your livelihood, you know, for a few likes because you want to get a joke off. That's dumb as hell. Don't buy into the shit if you ain't gonna lean all the way into it. Don't buy into it. Okay, I mean,
they set our f***ing cabs on fire.
The police? They wanted to kill you?
One of these f***ing leftists, f***ing pieces of shit.
One of these who?
They need to be held accountable. There's no accountability. I'm making them accountable.
Yeah.
These people are making them accountable.
What impact have you guys made on the ICE facility here?
Hard telling.
How's your guys' day been?
It's a black woman's owned company that makes these.
This is a black woman's company?
God Isn't Petty, I Am. That's the name of the company.
Okay.
He's trying to sell half of America. He wants to give away all the blue states so that he can maintain a dictatorship over the red states.
You think he's like gonna sell off the blue states? Your message to the ICE agents?
That Nuremberg trials will come. They will come to justice for putting people in death camps for this Nazi terrorist country.
Not good. Thank you.
They set our f***ing cabs on
In fact, they don't even let our ICE officers and our Border Patrol officers use restrooms.
They won't even let us lodge our soldiers in their houses.
They won't even do it. They won't even let them sit down for a nice picnic in the park. These people are fascists, but they're not fully committed to it. They still want to have the weekends off.
They do. They don't want to try that hard,
They
man.
want to be able to go out here and brutalize people and take these photo shoots and get these cool pictures and make these cool videos, quote unquote cool videos, and still be able to go home on the weekends and just like have a chill, nice time and be unimpeded in the brutality that they're inflicting upon immigrant populations.
And I just want to remind everybody that under the Republican budget bill that passed a few months ago, ICE is now funded more than most militaries on the planet. This country could be a literal paradise. We are the richest country in the history of the world, but instead we have to fund these ICE operations just so these fascists can cosplay and beat up a bunch of brown people and make themselves feel good and powerful. It's so lame, dude. We could have everything, but instead we have these freaks running the government.
I have never seen a more potent display of the difference between Republicans and Democrats than what you're about to see.
To not pay the military, to not pay TSA, to not pay air traffic controllers, and to interrupt SNAP benefits for Virginians most in need.
Glenn Youngkin, Republican governor of Virginia. Watch this. Pay attention to this.
He says the state will pick up the bill for meal assistance.
The state of Virginia is going to step in and cover the benefits for
a
while. We have the financial resources to do it for a while, not forever.
Meanwhile,
wow, they have the financial resources to do it. You know why? Because they have all of our revenue. We have sent all of our revenue to Virginia. Their coffers are full with our revenue. Now, compare what Republican Governor Glenn Youngkin is doing. He's going to make sure that those people have SNAP, and I'm going to give you a little bit of background on that. Compare that to Governor Moore. This is Governor Moore, Democrat governor of Maryland, how he's approaching this.
Moore put out a statement. He says the Trump administration hasn't guaranteed states will be reimbursed for covering federal expenses like food benefits, which has been the case during previous shutdowns. The governor says, quote, "We will continue to do everything in our power to ensure the federal government follows the law and provides funding for the critical services that our families, our children, and our veterans rely on."
Now, this is interesting, and I've been telling you this for the longest time. Democrats are not your friends. For those people, oh, the Democrats are helping us. I have been telling you, if you listen to my program, I've been telling you over and over and over again, when you people are like, oh, well, we're going to provide expanded SNAP benefits and we're going to pay your rent and everything. They do that for moments like this. This is why they push those things, because this is leverage. Like the Democrats have explicitly said, this is leverage. And in a case where you have a Republican governor in Virginia, his priority is like, look, these people need these benefits. Let's get them fed. Governor Moore is thinking, how do we blame this on Trump? How do we leverage this? And I think there's another layer to this, by the way. You know, I didn't even get to this. I personally feel like the Democrats are really twisting the knife, and they're mad at black people for not showing up for Kamala Harris. I promise you that's part of this. And so they feel like, oh, well, you guys get this. And you can already see on the people are talking about this. Well, you guys voted for this. They want to make sure this hurts because it's related to Trump. That's the difference between Republicans and Democrats. Republicans generally, now again, I can't speak for all situations, they want to get the job done. The other thing I want to point out here is the fiscal situation. Now, Maryland is in no financial situation to be picking up any tabs. We've pretty much run through the surplus, the $5 billion surplus that Governor Hogan left us with. Westmore turned it into a $3 billion deficit. They've barely been able to claw out of that with a ton of taxes and fees that have chased our revenue down to Virginia. This is why forward-thinking executive leadership matters. A Republican governor is going to make sure their people are getting snapped. The Democrat governor is going to make sure you suffer, all so that they can score political points. You decide for yourself.
Okay, I let him cook. I was like, man, he gonna get to a point, and I just got to point out what he didn't point out, because I did. Ooh, listen. All right, listen to what he said. I thought he was gonna talk about, basically, I thought his point was that the Virginia governor said we have a surplus, so we're going to provide SNAP. And I thought he was going to say the Democrat governor was going to say we can't provide SNAP because we don't have a surplus. But that's not what he said. He actually said exactly what the Republican governor said. And I'm going to break down why the Democrat is making more sense than the Republican governor. I'm gonna tell you. Listen to this. Just let me cook, because I let this food cook.
Republicans and Democrats than what you're about to see.
Listen.
To not pay the military, to not pay TSA, to not pay air traffic controllers, and to interrupt SNAP benefits for Virginians most in need.
Glenn Youngkin, Republican governor of Virginia. Watch this. Pay attention to this.
He says the state will pick up the bill for meal assistance.
The state of Virginia is going to step in and cover the benefits for
Why?
a while. We have the financial resources to do it for a while, not forever.
Meanwhile,
wow, they have the financial resources.
Okay, now he said he's gonna pick it up, but listen to what the Democrats' argument is. The Democrats' argument is they gonna pick it up, but the government isn't assuring that they will pay back what the state had put in. Listen, watch.
You know why? Because
they still said that they was going to fund the SNAP benefits for the month. Listen.
All of our revenue. We have sent all of our revenue to Virginia. Their coffers are full with our revenue. Now, compare what Republican Governor Glenn Youngkin is doing.
That's what we're doing, comparing.
He's going to make sure that those people have SNAP, and I'm going to give you a little bit of background on that. Compare that to Governor Moore. This is Governor Moore, Democrat governor of Maryland, how he's approaching this.
Moore put out a statement. He says the Trump administration hasn't guaranteed states will be reimbursed for covering federal expenses like food benefits.
He said Trump hasn't guaranteed that they will reimburse, what do you say? Reimburse for SNAP benefits. They won't, anything that the state pays, the federal won't reimburse, but
which has been the case during previous shutdowns. The governor says, quote, "We will continue to do everything in our power to ensure the federal government follows the law and provides funding for the critical services that our families, our children, and our veterans rely on."
Now, this is
he didn't say that he wasn't going to provide it. He's just saying they're not going to reimburse them. They're going to pay for it. They're gonna foot the bill, but is the government gonna reimburse them for the stuff that they had to? So, if you listen long enough, you'll hear it. But if you have a one-track mind, like being a Republican versus being a Democrat versus being an American, he didn't say they wasn't going to do it. He just said, is the federal government going to reimburse us for the stuff that we put in to make sure that these people continue to receive the stuff that the federal government provided for them? So if the federal government provides SNAP, provides veteran benefits, provides for the military, is the federal government going to reimburse us for the stuff that we continue to provide for them, that the federal government is supposed to provide for them? Everybody got an agenda. If you let them talk long enough, you'll figure it out. That's all I'm saying.
Latest updates on the shutdown.
We're gonna let them
the shutdown. The Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP benefits, will run out November 1st if the government doesn't reopen before then. We're talking late next week. A few hours ago, Maryland Governor Wes Moore put out a statement. He says the Trump administration hasn't guaranteed states will be reimbursed for covering federal expenses like food benefits, which has been the case during previous shutdowns. The governor says, quote, "We will continue to do everything in our power to ensure the federal government follows the law and provides funding for the critical services that our families, our children, and our veterans rely on."
This is interesting. All right, so there are several things about the shutdown that people like Governor Moore are likely going to be fairly dishonest with you about. And there's actually three things that you need to know about the shutdown. Number one, there have been 12 votes. Count them. 12 votes in order to reopen the government. The Republicans consistently vote yes. There are a few Democrats that have crossed party lines in order to vote yes. But guess what? Governor Wes Moore, he's barking up the wrong tree. He's going after the Trump administration. He needs to go after Senator Chris Van Hollen, Senator Angela Alto Brooks, who all 12 times voted no. I do not want to open the government. That's literally the legislation. So number one, this is still the Democrat shutdown because the Democrats are voting no to open the government. The Republicans are voting yes to open the government. Here's another thing you probably didn't know. A few days ago, there was actually a vote that was introduced by...
It's not a vote yes to open the government or a vote no. It's the shit in the bill that we are voting for. We're not voting just to open the government. Now, if you want to eat shit and die, and somebody gave you a yes or no vote, are you gonna vote yes or no? Like, come on, man. These people are looking out for the people. It's not just a yes or no. It's the in betweens. It's the fine print. You know, when you buy a TV, all you want to do is go home, plug it in, hang it on your wall, and watch it. You don't go in there and be like, all right, here's a caution. Here's you put the battery in right here. You hook it up to your internet like this. You do this. You make sure all your channels. You got to sign up for Samsung TV. You got to do all this other bullshit to just get the TV to work. You got to plug up an antenna and do all this shit. Nobody reads that. Nobody reads that. They just know I need an antenna. I need internet. I'm going to plug all that shit up. I'm going to go find it on my TV and I'm going to watch it. I'm not finna read all the instructions to that. The instructions is what's in the bill. We Americans be like, shit, just open the government. Open the government. The people in Congress, they got to read that damn bill. And because they are the readers of the bill, they understand that if you plug this damn TV in the wall, it's going to short your whole damn house and blow your whole house up. But you didn't read that, and now you ain't got no power in your house because you hooked up this Chinese TV to your damn internet and to your power outlet and didn't read that this TV causes multi-malfunctions around your house and could tap in, and it's going to read all your devices in your house, and it's going to take the information from your house and transmit it to a Chinese database where you gonna get they gonna keep your data and store it, and they gonna be watching you from a lens that's built in the TV just to see your movements. You ain't gonna read all that shit, but the people in Congress read that. This is what I be saying. It's not just a yes or no vote. It's a whole lot of bull crap in there on both sides, Democrat and Republicans, that everybody need to sort out. And those are the fine prints that nobody fucking reads. But it's not just a yes or no vote. I don't understand why it's Schumer shut down. All they have to do is vote yes. Yeah, if they don't give a damn about you, I'll vote yes too. If I didn't care about my grandma getting cheaper health insurance, I just vote yes and be like, fuck it. You know, grandma, you can come move in with me. But no, that's not how this works, okay? You got people who actually care about the people in this country versus the people who just want to, you know, be yes mans to, you know, all hail the king over there, who want to dance with his foreign wife, you know, in their $300 million ballroom that's paid for by crypto billionaires and shit like that you just so happen to pardon. But y'all don't know nothing about that.
The Democrats are pissing me off so bad, I can't even enjoy my fucking burger and fries on my commute home. And honestly, I want to understand what y'all are fucking doing, because y'all talking about fucking around and finding out. I don't think y'all have done anything to scare them. Do y'all even know what fucking around and finding out really means? Because I don't think you do. It means we're choosing violence. Choose violence. Don't sit in not now one fucking more press conference talking about, oh, well, if this keeps on the way it's keeping on, there won't be another election in 2028. Well, what the fuck are you doing about it? I'm so...
Is that an In-N-Out burger?
I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm really scared, because The only fucking around and finding out that needs to take place is violence, because they're not getting it. Y'all, Prop 50, vote yes on Prop 50 and will. But what is that going to do? What is that going to do? What are y'all, our elected officials who got some fucking sense in the brain, what are you going to do? Because the next stop is us running these fucking streets to the goddamn ground. Because y'all not gonna keep infringing on my rights, my neighbor's rights, my homegirl's rights, my ex-bestie's rights. People I don't give a fuck about's rights I fucking care about. Are we okay? Fuck!
You know what? Somebody should have told Charlie Kirk, just leave black women alone. Goddamn, let them cook. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, if you ain't pissed off a black woman in your life, there you have it.
When someone says, let's impose tariffs on foreign imports, it looks like they're doing the patriotic thing by protecting American products and jobs. And sometimes for a short while it works, but only for a short time. But over the long run, such trade barriers hurt every American worker and consumer. High tariffs inevitably lead to retaliation by foreign countries and the triggering of fierce trade wars. Then the worst happens. Markets shrink and collapse, businesses and industries shut down, and millions of people lose their jobs. Throughout the world, there's a growing realization that the way to prosperity for all nations is rejecting protectionist legislation and promoting fair and free competition. Throughout the world, there's a growing realization that the way to prosperity...
Now, we watched that last night. Now, look, bro, everybody got propaganda. That's kind of this. Y'all can go check this out on Now This Is Impact, and they was on their TikTok channel, and you can watch both of these on their in this entirety.
Did you get an MRI? Can you tell us what that was?
I did. I got an MRI. It was perfect. Yeah. I mean, I gave you the full results. We had an MRI, and in the machine, you know, the whole thing, and it was perfect. Yeah.
Can you say what in particular?
You could ask the doctors. In fact, we have doctors traveling with us, but
you can't ask the doctors. That's a HIPAA violation. The doctors will never tell. Why would he lie to you like that?
I think they gave you a very conclusive. Nobody has ever given you reports like I gave you. And if I didn't think it was going to be good, either I would let you know negatively. I wouldn't run. I'd do something. But the doctor said some of the best reports for the age, some of the best reports they've ever seen.
Did you get an
He passed the MRI test. Nobody has ever passed an MRI test like Donald Trump's. I mean, flawless. It was a big, beautiful MRI test. It was like the best MRI test. I don't think any doctor has ever seen an MRI test like this. The results, based on my age, I could have been 32. I could have been 32 based on my MRI test. You know what I'm saying? I was in the machine. It was a big, beautiful white machine. It made this noise, the clicking noise. I was in there. I took a good nap while I was in there. I was in there for about 30 to 45 minutes. The best test results, all my vital signs, probably way better than Joe Biden's. Joe Biden couldn't take this test. Reason why Joe Biden couldn't take this test is because he would fall asleep as soon as he got in the test, and they wouldn't be able to read the results and he would lie to you. He wouldn't tell you his results. Joe Biden would not tell you his results. I'm the most transparent president in the world. I'll tell you, I had a great test. If you don't, you can go ask the doctors. They'll tell you. You know, they might lose their right to practice. They'll lose everything. Dead. They'll be dead. They will never be a doctor again if they tell you my results. But if you go ask them, they'll tell you it's the best results you've ever seen before. I guarantee it.
President Trump also facing questions over his newest pardon tonight. The founder of Binance, the largest cryptocurrency exchange in the world, and a supporter of the Trump family's crypto business. The president was pressed late today if connections to his own family's crypto business played into this pardon. And here's Rachel Scott on that.
Tonight, President Trump facing new questions about his latest pardon. Crypto billionaire Changpeng Zhao, an influential supporter of the Trump family's crypto business, who pleaded guilty to money laundering in 2023. Zhao, known as ZZ, created Binance, the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange. Prosecutors say he turned a blind eye, allowing money to flow to terrorists, cybercriminals, and child abusers through its platform. Binance paid a $4 billion fine. After serving 4 months in prison last year, Zhao helped strike a deal in May with the Trump family's crypto venture, World Liberty Financial. Today, the president was pressed about why he issued the pardon.
Today, you pardoned the founder of Binance. Can you explain why you chose to pardon him? And did it have anything to do with his involvement in your
Which one? Who is
family's?
that?
The founder of Binance. He has a involvement in your own
The
family's
recent
crypto
one, yes.
business.
I believe we're talking about the same person because I do pardon a lot of people. I don't know. He was recommended by a lot of people. A lot of people say that, are you talking about the crypto person? A lot of people say that he wasn't guilty of anything. He served 4 months in jail, and they say that he was not guilty of anything, that what he did, well, you don't know much about crypto. You know nothing about nothing, you fake news. But let me just tell you that he was somebody that, as I was told, I don't know him. I don't believe I've ever met him. But I've been told by a lot of support. He had a lot of support. And they said that what he did is not even a crime.
David, and tonight, President Trump continuing to face questions about...
Why are you pardoning people? Man, somebody send Trump my number. Be like, hey, can you pardon Everyday PJ? Like, just... He's good. He's a good person. Like, you don't even know him. Don't know me and just pardon me. Like, what are we talking about?
I believe we're talking about the same person because I do pardon a lot of people. I don't know. He was recommended by a lot of people. A lot of people say that, are you talking about the crypto person? A lot of people say that he wasn't guilty of anything. He served 4 months in jail, and they say that he was not guilty of anything, that what he did, well, you don't know much about crypto. You know nothing about nothing, you fake news. But let me just tell you that he...
Why did he have to attack her like that? She just asked, why did you pardon her? You don't know nothing about crypto. You know nothing, you're fake news. You don't even know who he is. Somebody recommended him and you don't know him. But come on, man. What are y'all doing? What are we doing?
He was somebody that, as I was told, I don't know him. I don't believe I've ever met him. But I've been told by a lot of support. He had a lot of support. And they said that what he did is not even a crime.
David, and tonight, President Trump continuing to face questions about Zhao and his ties to the Trump family's crypto ventures. Tonight, the White House is defending this move. Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt saying the president is within his constitutional authority, David.
Rachel Scott at the White House.
The conviction of a cryptocurrency founder who pleaded guilty in 2023 to money laundering charges has been wiped out after he was pardoned by President Trump. Authorities say Binance founder Changpeng Zhao failed to stop criminals from using his platform to move money connected to things like child sex abuse and drug trafficking. And he served 4 months in prison after reaching a deal with the Justice Department to plead guilty of charges of enabling money laundering at his company. Now, Zhao and Binance have been key supporters of some of the Trump family's crypto enterprises. The White House argued the Biden administration's sentencing of Zhao was too harsh. Trump defended his decision, saying he issued the pardon, quote, at the request of a lot of very good people.
I mean, if I was Trump, why would, if I'm in the crypto and I can move my money, my criminal money, without it being stopped by the owner of the company, I'll move my shit over there too. Like, what are we talking? Yes, let's invest in this guy. He's definitely gonna turn a blind eye to our money. Like, what are we doing?
Pardoned the founder of Binance. Can you explain why you chose to pardon him, and did it have anything to do with his involvement in your
Which one? Who is
family's?
that?
The founder of Binance. He has an involvement in your own family's
recent
crypto
one, yes.
business.
I believe we're talking about the same person because I do pardon a lot of.
Oh, that she said that's involved in your crypto, your family crypto. America first, but his crypto is called World Finance. What is it called? Let's hear it again.
The founder of Binance. Can you explain why you chose to pardon him, and did it have anything to do with his involvement in your
Which one?
family's?
Who is that?
The founder of Binance. He has an involvement in your own family's
recent
crypto
one, yes.
business.
Your own family's crypto business. So his family, it's his family said he's good people. We should pardon him because that's our business partner. Pardon our business partner. Yes, man, it all makes sense. You got to listen closely.
Mike, this coming from the Wall Street Journal, an exclusive from them. They are reporting that President Trump has issued a pardon to Changpeng Zhao. He is widely known as CZ.
Yeah, Urban. They got mad because they called him out. That's exactly.
And the founder of the crypto exchange Binance. The Wall Street Journal reporting now that pardon was signed by President Trump last night. Remember that CZ pled guilty to a charge related to violating anti-money laundering rules back in 2023. The Journal now saying that he has been pardoned. He did serve several months in prison for that charge. That signing of that pardon, again, the Wall Street Journal reporting, has already happened. We have a statement here now from the White House. They say President Trump exercised his constitutional authority by issuing a pardon for Mr. Zhao, who was prosecuted by the Biden administration in their war on cryptocurrency. In their desire to punish the cryptocurrency industry, the Biden administration pursued Mr. Zhao despite no allegations of fraud or identifiable victims. The Biden administration sought to imprison Mr. Zhao for 3 years, a sentence so outside sentencing guidelines that even the judge said he had never heard of this in his 30-year career. These actions by the Biden administration severely damaged the United States' reputation as a global leader in technology and innovation. The Biden administration's war on crypto is over. That's a statement from White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt just into CNBC just within the past several seconds. So clearly this opens up the opportunity for Binance now to come back into the United States and also for other large financial institutions to do business with Binance. It's tricky to do business with an institution that is linked to a convicted felon. And in this case now, the pardon will wipe that away. Also complicated, Mike, by the fact that the Wall Street Journal also reported back in the spring that the Trump family had held deal talks with Binance to take an equity stake potentially in that company. Remember, the Trump family, President Trump himself, is in the crypto industry personally in a big way through their firm, World Liberty Financial. The Wall Street Journal had reported back in March.
World Liberty Financial. America first, though. What does that tell you? Is it about America, or does he want to be he wants to be a global leader in finance and money? It's not America first. It's Trump and his family first. Trump's family wants to be known as a Rockefeller, as a Mellon family, as a Johnson and Johnson family, as a Heinz family, as a Kraft family. He wants to be known like his family. He wants his family that rich in this lifetime. All those families that I just mentioned got rich lifetimes ago. They've been rich since the 1600s. Trump wants his family like that now. And that is the World Finance Company. Or the World Liberty Finance, or whatever.
March that the Trump family had been in talks to acquire a stake in Binance that was following the CZ's plea in 2023. They're saying they said in March that Binance founder CZ, who served 4 months in prison after pleading guilty to a related charge, was seeking a pardon from President Trump at that time. So you've got this unusual constellation of events. The president personally involved in the cryptocurrency industry. Reports of his family personally in negotiations with Binance and potentially CZ himself, and now a pardon from the President of the United States, which clearly benefits Binance and CZ himself, which CZ has said he would welcome a pardon from the President of the United States. So some dramatic developments here, Mike. Back over to you.
So do y'all know where more of this money for this ballroom is coming from? Do you think all those people on that list are the only people involved in financing this company, this ballroom? Listen, you think they're gonna open up the entire list? Everybody on that list was American, except for Cheng Zheng, who is from Canada, and except for Qatar. Qatar gave how much was that plane? 100 million, 200 million, 400 million? A $400 million plane? And you telling me they gave not a penny to the ballroom?
Mike, this coming from the Wall Street.
The pardon of Changpeng Zhao, and apologies if I'm mispronouncing that name. Binance has significant business interests with World Liberty Financial, the president's family's crypto company. How do you respond to the allegations from Democrats that this is a corrupt act?
I would respond and say the president is exercising his constitutional authority to grant clemency requests. And the president and the White House have a very thorough examination of every pardon request that comes to the president's desk. It is thoroughly reviewed by the White House Counsel Office, and I spoke with our great White House counsel about the pardon after it happened. This was an overly
You mean people that Trump appointed into these positions? Yeah. I mean, let's just say Trump was like, you know what? I want to put people who have moral and ethical values on the White House council that don't align with everything I want to do. I want them to be nonpartisan. I want them to be across the board, straight people. I don't want them to do anything that would tarnish the reputation of the White House counsel. I want those people on my board. Do you think for 1 second Trump did that? Y'all gotta be lying to yourself.
prosecuted case by the Biden administration. Even the judge in the case admitted that the Biden administration was pursuing a egregious over-sentencing of this individual, and the previous administration was very hostile to the cryptocurrency industry. So the president wants to correct this overreach of the Biden administration's misjustice, and he exercised his constitutional authority to do so. And to the Democrats, I would just say there's nothing more corrupt than what President Biden did on his way out the door, pardoning his extremely corrupt son and many of his associates.
The pardon.
Okay, we all know Hunter Biden was a crackhead. Can we get a poll? Yeah, we can get a poll. You damn right. Let's get a poll. What's this will be the poll. I gotta start doing polls early. Should Donald Trump pardon Everyday PJ? Like, let's give me a pardon up in this bitch. No. Oh, you lousy motherfuckers. You lousy motherfuckers. Listen. Ooh. Anyway. Yeah, man, it's crazy that, you know, I don't mind Trump pardoning people because, you know what? Guess what? if Joe Biden could pardon his crackhead son, then Donald Trump should be able to pardon a crypto billionaire who only did 4 months in jail. I mean, at least he never did crack. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like, let's be honest, man. We gotta. Sometimes people need leniency. Like, this is what are we being for real? Like, come on, man. Trump pardoned Kodak Black, dog. I'm not saying Kodak Black needed to be pardoned or didn't need to be pardoned. I'm just saying, like, damn. Trump, he could have pardoned Diddy. He didn't do it. Did he do it? No, he didn't. Trump didn't pardon Diddy. You know why? Because Trump has visited a Diddy party. Trump was at a Diddy party. You know what I'm saying? Zal got a better deal than... Well, see, Bernie Madoff was a crook. I don't think the crypto billionaire was a crook. I just think he didn't have any regulations into his crypto. He didn't have any regulations into it, and anybody could launder money through it. The cartels would launder money through crypto. The mafia, everyday crooks. Anybody who was a crook could have actually, used their system. It was used on the black market to transfer funds to terrorist organizations. It's been linked to many terrorist organizations, including gang members in the streets of America that were using this system. So, I mean, I get why he would be targeted. It's not like he just didn't do anything. He just didn't protect the integrity of the company that he had that was functioning in the United States of America when he was doing that, and that's why they arrested him when he came to America. Was his sentence light? It was absolutely light. I'm not saying he deserved a harsher punishment. I don't even think he deserved 4 months at that point, because he didn't do anything, but he didn't do anything to prevent anything from happening. And that was his reasoning. And you know what? Seeing that Donald Trump partnered with them, I'm guarantee you that's what got him on the radar. Had he not partnered with Donald Trump, he would have never been on the radar for any of this. What happens is, this is just like buying jewelry. When a drug dealer buys jewelry, everybody on your radar. Oh, he getting money now. You know who else is on the radar? The feds. And so that's what happened with Donald Trump partnering with this guy. When everybody watches Donald Trump's every move. So as soon as they seen he was investing with a crypto billionaire out of Canada, the news media and everybody else jumped on it to try to see who this guy was and what this guy's about. Then they deep dive into the company, and then they see, he got drug transactions and all type of stuff happening over here. We can't have this. He needs to put a stop to this. What did he do? He said, I'm not going to put a stop to it. I'm going to keep it going. These people haven't done anything wrong by buying crypto. We don't know where the money's coming from. It's not leaving a money trail, and that's the problem. People could, you know what? If you deposit $10,000 in the bank, man, I ain't gonna tell all my business, but I deposited $10,000 in the bank one time, and they was just like, I had to sign a paper, I had to show where this money came from, and they was like, just in case, did you get this out of your bank? Could you get a statement from your bank saying that you got this out of this? And then when I got the money, when I got the bank statement, they was like, well, do you have a pay stub, or did they give you a receipt? And I was like, wow, y'all want all that? Yeah, you can't just be dropping money nowhere. So when Trump and his family drop a lot of money on this Changpeng Zhao, Yeah, they was like, hey, we need to know where this money going. And that's what got them caught up. You remember when at American Gangster, when Denzel Washington wore that fur to the boxing match and sat in front of the mafia? The FBI was there watching the mafia, and they're like, who's this Negro in this fur coat sitting in front of the mafia? I don't even think it was a fur coat that gave him away. I think it was just him being black, sitting in front of the mafia, turning back to look and talk to them because they had to lean forward to talk to him. That would have got him caught up just on the fact that he was black, sitting in front of the mafia. So yeah, of course it's gonna draw some red flags. Everybody gonna see it. Anyway, we got 43 votes said Donald Trump should not pardon everyday PJ. You know what? Fuck y'all. Anyway, he wasn't gonna do it anyway. But I appreciate y'all's vote. And until next time, you know what? Just for all you motherfuckers. Oh, y'all think y'all. I'ma have all you niggas, all of you, doing time in the SHU program. 23-hour lockdown in Pelican Bay. Sorry, mother. Anyway, it's all good. Hey, everyday people, man, let me tell y'all what, man. Make sure y'all guys like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll be back for more, you know what I mean? We'll be back for more tomorrow. I don't even know what we're going to talk about tomorrow. I think we're going to talk about something relatively, I don't know. I want to talk about something that's more, not edgy, but, you know, we just had to talk about the pardon. Because you got to follow the money. Matter of fact, the point is follow the money. The SNAP benefits, that was just some other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can all debate. We can debate back and forth about the SNAP benefits. That's gonna be an ongoing. I think it'll really pick up the closer we get to November 1st, and there's still a government shutdown. I think we're really gonna pick up on that stuff. You know what I mean? And I hope we don't go through a government shutdown for too much longer. I just hope that I hope that the Democrats don't stop fighting. Like, shit. One lady said if they cut off the SNAP benefits, we should boycott even going to these stores and buying, and we should be boycotting. We shouldn't be, we can't boycott. We could go get vegetables from here and there, and, you know, meat and other dairy products from here and there. But you can't beat the system. Our world is too fit for the system and not built for sustainability. Think about it. If our country shut down the grocery stores and we had to go buy fresh fruits and vegetables and fresh meat from the cow producer, we'll run out of stuff just like that. Everybody will be starving because they have to pump so much steroids into our food so we can feed the people that we have. That's why China only got like a 1-kid minimum, because they don't even got the food to it's gonna be over 35 days. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm a create a man. I know where a timer is. I know where a timer is for the shutdown, and I'm gonna put the timer on where I be having this right here. Y'all see it right here, and on some places see it right here. Right here, I'm finna put the timer for the government shutdown on this right here instead of my subscribe account, just so we can see the timer on the shutdown. Cause that's what that shit finna get real, okay? It's finna get real. Everyday people, I'll see y'all in the next lifetime. And everybody who voted no, y'all can kiss my entire ass. Y'all think y'all funny, huh? Y'all got jokes. Y'all motherfuckers got jokes. Y'all got jokes, don't you? Don't you motherfuckers got jokes? Y'all some funny motherfuckers.